Everyone, you're watching my YouTube channel Pharmacy Lessons Made Easy. The topic for today's video is refrigeration with major emphasis on refrigerants. So far we have discussed about what is the meaning of refrigeration and what are the applications of refrigeration in pharmaceuticals. This has been covered in my last video. So moving forward to the next topic, what is exact meaning of refrigerants, right? Refrigerants have low boiling point, high latent heat of vaporization. These substances like fluorocarbons, especially chlorofluorocarbons, become popular commonplace. They have inert nature which makes them very popular. Moreover, the suspect in this is the stability in the atmosphere because they have a tendency to deplete the ozone layer. So that is why they have been phased out of market. Most commonly they are not used. A promising alternative to this is carbon dioxide. Its code is R744. It is a non-flammable liquid or gas depending on at what condition like temperature and pressure we are using it. It is non-flammable and it does not deplete the ozone and has very low global warming potential, right? See, so these are like what actually a refrigerant is. Now, which characteristic property of refrigerant make it sorry useful to be used as refrigerant? So the liquids which have tendency to readily absorb heat when evaporated at low temperature and pressure, and when exposed to higher temperature and pressure they will give out their heat on condensing. So further they can be categorized as either primary refrigerants or secondary refrigerants. Moving to the part like with what are actually the primary refrigerants. These are those liquids which change their state from a liquid to gas after absorbing heat, right? So when they are exposed to heat they change their physical state from liquid state to a gaseous state, right? So this figure, chlorofluorocarbons have been shown which are used as primary refrigerants. They are available in these forms, right? So the number which is used that permit the selection for specific application. Okay, so if I move to the example of primary refrigerant and their chemical constitution, main a few are here under. One is R11, this is trichlorofluoromethane. Formula is Cl3FC. Next one is R12, it is also known as Freon 12. Dichloro-difluoromethane is its chemical name and formula is Cl2F2C. Next one is R13, its chemical name is chloro trifluoromethane, that is ClF3C. Next one is R21, its chemical name is dichlorofluoromethane, that is Cl2FCH. Next one is R22, it is also known as Freon 22. Its chemical name is chlorodifluoromethane and chemical structure formula is ClF2CH. Next one is R113. Its chemical name is dichlorotetrafluoroethane. Next one is R1150. Its chemical name is ethylene. Propylene is R1270. Ammonia is also having the same grade. Moving to the next part, that is next category of refrigerants. First one we have understood about primary refrigerant which get converted from liquid state to the gaseous state. That means they change their state once they're exposed to heat. Once they absorb heat they change their state, right? But if we talk about secondary refrigerants, on the contrary to primary refrigerants, these are the liquid which only act as heat carriers. They will not change their state, right? So the examples are brine. Brine is nothing but a highly concentrated solution of salt in water. This concentration of salt will vary from what exactly is the use of it, and it ranges from 3.5% up to about 26%. Okay. Second secondary refrigerant example is air, and third one water. So what factors should be considered while we are choosing a refrigerant, or what characteristic properties should be taken care of? First one is the latent heat of vaporization should be large so as to get the cooling effect as desired. Okay. So if the latent heat of vaporization will be more, then more heat will be required to change the state, right, of the refrigerant. That is why if we want to use it in the same state, right, so the latent heat of vaporization should be higher. It should be in the vapor phase under normal conditions and capable to get converted easily to the liquefied state, right? So this one is the second characteristic. Third one is when it is in the condenser section, the pressure required to liquefy the vapor of refrigerant must maintain it at room temperature. This we were talking about condenser section, right? We'll further study in detail what is actually happening in the condenser section and what is actually happening in the evaporator section. Basically the function of condenser is to condense the vapor form into liquid form, and evaporator section is to convert the liquid to the vapor form, right? So in the condenser section, the pressure which is required to liquefy the vapor of refrigerant must maintain it at room temperature. Here pressure is maintaining the temperature, right? In evaporator section, the vapor pressure of liquid refrigerant must be maintained at approximately 15 degree greater than the atmospheric pressure. Moreover, the specific volume of the refrigerant vapor should not be large, right? So these are the factors which are considered while using refrigerants. Hey, next upcoming video is the basic refrigeration cycle. I guess you have understood about today's video, whose topic was refrigerant. Primary concern was like what actually is a refrigerant, what are its characteristic properties, what are its types, and what are the conditions while using refrigerants, right? I hope you people like this video. Do click on the like button, subscribe my channel, and share it on social media. Thank you very much.